Right, let's get started. All right, so people, I've got the incorrect questions in the 2009 paper from you last time. If there are any more for you to clarify, just let me know. Yeah, these are the numbers I've collect, the MCQs. So if you got anything else that you need to talk, just let me know. You can send me the numbers now, right? If you got those things, if you have already given it to me, so no problem, right? Has every one of you send me the incorrect uh, question numbers? Okay, so hoping I got told. All right, okay, Vihansa, we are 24, 33. Let me see, 33 is there. No, 33 is not there. 33, 34, 35, 38. There were some out of syllabus questions as well. Right. Geetaka, it's 2009 MCQ. And people, there is another thing that I need to tell you. From 2009, just don't go for the 2010. You can straight away go to the 2018. Let's do the 2018 and goes backward, right? Otherwise, maybe there won't be sufficient time if we go on this way to discuss the very last papers, so which is a must, right? So don't touch the 2019, keep 2019 away. We'll try to do it later when we are near to the exam. So start from 2018 then, right? So after 2009, start from 2018 and do it backwards to 18 to 17 to 16 likewise, right? So today I'm going to done the discussion regarding the 2009. So next week it will be 2018 we are discussing, right? So you have to prepare for that paper, right? Okay, so let me take the paper and the stuff. So let's start the discussion. All right, I'm sharing the screen for you to see. So the 2009. Yeah, this is the marking scheme. Oh my God. Yeah, Geetaka, last time we were like figuring out the incorrect ones. Doesn't matter, like just try the 2009, even though we discuss it, right? And if you find in anything hard when we are discussing, like any question, so just let me know, right? Even after you done that, right? So incorrect questions 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Right, okay. Yeah, the fourth one, consider the following statement given below. Sequential access files cannot be stored in floppy disks. Random access file cannot be stored in magnetic tapes. People, did we discuss until the 10th question? So like, as I remember, we did go until the 10th one, haven't we? Yes, anyone from the last week? Yeah, great, great. Yeah, as I remember, yes. So after the 10th. So, Lalindi, did we discuss the 10th one though? No, right, okay. Right, so starting from the 10th one, 2 megabytes contains. Now, how we are going to remember this? You have to remember what are the things, or like what are the ways that you are going to deal with the bits and bytes, right? So for that, I'll give you some table, right? It's better you go through it, right? So, and again, if this is easier for you, and if you have your own way of doing this thing, so you can go for that, right? Don't worry, right? Right. I want you to have this diagram, right? So what this explain is from bit to byte, you need like, like byte is equals to 8 bit. That means if you need to convert a byte into the bits, you have to multiply it by 2 to the power 3, or in other words, it means 8, right? So 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. So 1 multiplied by 2 to the power 3, it will give you number of bits, right? And the relationship between kilo and the bytes, like the kilobyte and the byte, like why I'm taking only the kilo part here, there are ways that you are going to take like the kilo bits kind of things as well. So just have it like this, right? So from kilo to byte, it's going to be 1024. That means 2 to the power 10, right? So 1 kilobyte is equal to 1024 bytes, right? And likewise, when mega is converted into kilo and giga is converted into mega and tera is converted into giga and peta is converted into tera, same happens. 2 to the power 10 should be there for each conversion. So when you convert in peta into tera, 2 to the power 10 should be there. Tera into giga, 2 to the power 10 should be there. right? Should multiply. And if you are going the other way around, like from bits to byte, you are going to multiply by the minus exponents, right? Exponentials. So like 2 to the power minus 3, you are going to multiply when you convert in bits to byte. And we are converting byte to kilobyte, it's going to be 2 to the power minus 10. Kilobytes to megabyte, 2 to the power minus 10, right? Okay, first of all, have this diagram, then I'll show you how to do the calculations very easily, right? Take a minute and have this diagram. Confirm when you are done. Huh? People confirm me once you are done. Oops, Behansa, hold on. I'm going to share it again. Can you see it now, though? Behansa, can you see it now? Vihansa, why don't you like leave from the meeting and just connect again? Just see whether you can. Okay, Larindi, I will. Vihansa, is it clear? Right. Quickly get it down, dear. Right. For the people who have got this down, I'll show you some calculations done by this. Right. So in the bottom part, we were trying to convert 2 to the power 43 bytes into terabytes. So only thing that you need to do is just write the flow, like from byte to kilobyte, kilobyte to megabyte, megabyte to gigabyte, gigabyte to terabyte. Right? So just write this flow. Then apply the equivalent component. Right, from byte to kilobyte, it's going to be 2 to the power minus 10. Good morning. Okay. I love you, Dad. Yes, I love you too. Huh? That is on the class, huh? Why don't you stay with me? Okay, I'll stay on me. Right. So from byte to kilobyte, it's 2 to the power minus 10. Then kilobyte to megabyte, again 2 to the power minus 10. Megabyte to gigabyte, again 2 to the power minus 10. And gigabyte to terabyte, it is again 2 to the power minus 10. And you have to take this 2 to the power 43 to the very first point, because it is what we are given to convert. So then you are left with 2 to the power 43 and 2 to the power minus 40. How minus 40 generates? Because minus 10 plus, minus 10 plus, minus 10 plus, minus 10. So you know when the multiplication happens, exponentials are to be like adding up. So here they are adding up a positive and a negative value. So you are left with 2 to the power 3 terabytes. That means, in other words, it's going to be 8 terabytes. Yeah, is it clear for you all? Let me have the confirmation. Right, great. How about the others? Okay, great. Vihansa, Geetaka? Geetaka, is it clear? Right, great. So just write it down slowly. I'm going to move the screen. So here what they have done, to convert a 16 GB into bits. So like 16 GB into bits, so you have to write the flow again. So gigabyte to megabyte, megabyte to kilobyte, kilobyte to byte, and byte to bits, right? So this 16 is going to take an answer 2 to the power 4, because here we are going to like deal with exponentials of twos. So gigabyte to megabyte conversion needs 2 to the power 10 according to our chart, right? Coming from giga to mega, you need 2 to the power 10, right? So then megabytes to kilobyte, again 2 to the power 10, kilobytes to byte, again 2 to the power 10, bytes to bits, you need 2 to the power 3, not a 2 to the power 10, because byte means 8 bits. So converting bytes to bits, you need 2 to the power 3, right? So this gives you how 10 plus 10 plus 10, 30, and 3 plus 4, which is going to be 7. So 2 to the power 37 bits, which is a very big number. So you don't need to like calculate it and see what's the actual number is. You can just keep it as 2 to the power 37. Right. So if you need these two examples, just get those things done, right? So later you will be able to see how it happens. Let me know once you're done. Not now, that is in the class name. Will you go and see with me? I will come now. And people, if this is easy for you, just grab it, right? If you got your own way of doing it, keep on that track. Only thing is you need to receive the correct answer, that's all. Let me know once you are done. What is this? A candle. Okay. This is candle, Dad. So did you fool it and like blown it away? Right? Did you do the happy birthday thing and blown it away? Yeah. Okay. Okay, one is done. How about others? Okay, 2 is done, 3 is done, and okay, all done. Right, great. So moving to your question. So what they are asking here is like 2 megabyte contains, right? So 2 megabyte contains means what? So we have to go through the 2 megabytes, right? So 2 megabytes, they are asking the question, like in your question they have given in several different, no, it's only from bytes. So it's only thing we have to convert it to the bytes, right? So here comes the bytes. So megabytes to bytes, the journey is, it will become kilobyte and it will become bytes. So these two will be taken down. So we can say 2 as 2 to the power 1. So for this conversion, we need 2 to the power 10. And for this conversion, we need another 2 to the power 10 multiplication. So you are going to have the answer from bytes. So that means 10 plus 10 plus 1, 21. So it's going to be 2 to the power 21 bytes. So that gives you the answer, the second one. Right? Okay. Is that clear to everyone? How it happens? Yeah, great, great. All right, people. So, yeah, Lalindi has asked me to do the eighth one as well. So the minimum number of bits required to represent the hexadecimal ACE 16. Yeah, so when it comes to that point, Dua, so they are just asking about ACE 16. Right, so ACE 16, hold on, my brushes are getting scrambled a bit. Yeah, ACE 16 that they are asking. So we know how to convert this into the bits and bytes. So the question is that they are asking the minimum number of bits required to represent the hexadecimal number. Now bits means ones and zeros, right? That's how we refer to the bits. So in other words, they are just asking how many ones and zeros are needed to represent this ACE hexadecimal one. So we only need to convert this into its binary equivalent. So how we are going to convert it? By writing one particular character of the hexadecimal as a 4-bit value, right? So these bits will contain the place value as 1248. So here it is again 1248. Here again 1248. So A means 10. So 10 can be created, 8 and a 2. So rest will be zeros. C means ABC, 10, 11, 12. So 12 can be created, 8 plus 4, and others will be 0. E means the 14th, right? So 14 can be created, 8 plus 4, 12, 12 plus 2, 14. So this is going to be 0. So your converted number is going to be something like this, right? So in this case, we need how many? The minimum is 12. We need 12 bits to represent this. But be careful, there can be similar questions, something like this. Now, if you got what? 7CE hexadecimal, you know, C and E is going to take the very same conversions, right? So this is C and this is E. But if you need to convert the 7, it's going to be like this. 1 1 1 0 is the representation of 7 in 4 bits. On that manner, you can omit the uh, very right 0, because it is not containing any values. So if they ask the minimum number of bits to be represent this particular number, it's going to be 11. Did you got that, everyone? Yeah, great. How about the others? Right, great. Yes, Himanadi and who are the others we are having? Yeah, Dulanja and Vihansa. Yeah, how about the others? Aren't you getting it? Yes, Vihansa, Dulanja, and Himanadi. Did you got what I told you, Dula? Dula Putara? Right, okay, Vihansa. Okay, how about Himanadi and Dulanja? Are you struggling with the thing that I have done, or is it okay? People, you people are in the room, right? Okay. Yeah. Dulanja and Himanadi, can you hear me clearly? Maybe there are some technical problems. Right, okay. So we'll go through. They can see the recording. All right. So 8th question is done. So the question numbers that we need. Yeah, 17, 21, 23. So 17, 21, 22, 21, 23, 4, 6, 7. All right, I have taken the 7 two times. Okay, 17 and 21. So if you need any other questions in between, just let me know, right? I'm moving to the 17th. A father present an electronic talking parrot to his son on his birthday. It can be controlled remotely by two push button switches. When both buttons are not pressed at all or pressed together, the parrot does talk, but talks when either one of them, yeah, yes. Now this actually, it's going to be an all syllabus because XOR gate is not there in your syllabus now. So you can take the marks for the 17th, right? It is an all syllabus one, right? Even though it is an, yeah. Just take it as all syllabus one. Don't take extra things in your mind, right? So 17th, you can take the answer. Right, then moving forward, we have 21, 23, 24, 26, and 27. So 21. Yes, memo is again is going to be what, you know, out of syllabus one. because memo is now not in your syllabus, as I remember. Let me take the textbook as well. Hold on. Mhm. Yeah, these are the types that is in your syllabus now. Integer, real, right? Text, currency, date time, and boolean, right? So memo is not in the syllabus now, so you can take mark for that as well, right? So 21 doesn't matter, right? Take all as the correct one. So then 23rd, neither. You people have asked, yes, 23rd. So like 23rd, here they are saying the figure shows a part of an electronic worksheet created by a student to display two times tables. That means 2, 4, 6, 24, something like that. So in the C column, what formula would have been written into the cell C1 by student? Yeah. Now, examining the picture here, you can see the 1 to 12 numbers are in the B column, and so 1 into 2 will generate 2, and 2 into 2, which is in the A1 cell, will generate 4, and 3 into 2, again that means B3 multiplied with A1, 6. Like if you think about the latter part, it is going to be 4, so B4 into A1. So people, your equations are going to be like this. So C1 is going to have something like this, equal B1 into A1. This should be something like this, B2 into A1. This is going to be B3 into A1. So that means the row header with the B is going to change, but A1 is not going to change, right? So that means you have to make the A1 as an absolute one. Since you are moving through the same column, your letter, it's not the letter or the row, the column header is not the one going to change. It's the row header which is going to change relatively. So the most appropriate one should be like equals. Now, if they have taken A1 at the front, so you have to say A, because it is not going to change anyway since it is copying through a column. And this should be absolute, $1. Otherwise, it will change as B1, B2, B3, star B1, since they are asking about the about this value, right? Or the universal way that you can write is $1 A $1 into B1, right? So the correct answer will be, yeah, it's going to be the second one, It's not going to be the fourth one because they have absolute the B1 as well. So we are not going to absolute the B1, right? So the second one is going to be the answer, right? Okay, so you can ask if there are any doubts regarding any explanation that I'm doing, right? So otherwise I'm going to carry it forward. So this is the way you are going to take the value for the 23rd one, right? Okay, so moving forward, next you have asked the 24th. So 24th is here. Let's see, it is from this particular point. Yeah. Yes, Lanindi, I'm sorry. It's not the second one, it's the third answer. Yes, my mistake, my mistake. It's the third answer, people. The previous one, the second one is on the incorrect man. It's the second, it's the third answer, which is this. Yeah, it's the third answer though. Himanadi. Sorry, it's my mistake. Right? 24th one is an out of syllabus one because if condition is not in your syllabus now. So take all marks for that. So there are a lot of out of syllabus things in this paper. So just take all marks for the 24th, right? It is an out of syllabus one. So moving to the 26th. Let's see what is there in the 26th. Yes. Yeah, again, this goes to the out of syllabus because not operator or the not function is not in your syllabus, right? So just mark all correct, right? 26 and what else? 27 is there. Let me see the 27th. Yeah, no, 27th, it is something we can do, right? Okay, let's argue through that. Yeah, so even though the diagram is not very much clear, you can see what are the things in there, right? So one is going to be an input and what we are missing here, 1 2 3 4 is missing. Yeah, so this is going to be the 4, right? Right, so one is going to be an input or output and fourth is going to be an input or output, and 3 and 5 are like hold on. Yeah, so 3 and 5 is going to be yes or no's. We'll see how it happens. And 2 and 6 is going to be the conditions, right? So this is 6, if that is not clear to you, right? So 2 and 6 are conditions. So like the answer which take yeah, 2 and 6 as conditions. So the first one can be taken. You got 2 as a condition, a question, and a 6 as a condition. And number 2 can be taken. Still the number 2 is a condition. 6 is also. 3 can be taken. 4 is omitted. So 4 is wrong because 2 and 6 are not, 6 is not a condition, right? It's just says called, right? 2 and 6 වල අපි ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහලා තියෙනවා, right? So now we have to figure out how about the things what things get. So all three answers get in read T, right? So the question is according to the temperature given, they are going to determine whether it is cold or not, but it's displaying the message cold when the temperature is below 26. It is the only place that is going to output the cold, right? Otherwise, no output has taken or no output has given. So then 4 is going to be the other output, 1 is going to be the read T, so it is correct in all three answers, and 4 is going to be the called. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, all the answers carried called as the fourth statement, so you can't get rid of anything. Then, so fourth one, called is shown due to a condition. The condition is, like they say, when they are below 26 Celsius. So the condition in 2 must be something less than 26. And in the first answer, it says less than 26. In the second answer, it says less than or equal 25. So both are correct because less than 26 gives you the very same idea of less than or equal 25. Right? So first one and the second one can be still taken as the correct one. Third one is going to cut down because the second one should be t less than 25. Here they have taken it as 6. So then the years and no's. So if the condition is t less than 26, on the yes path, you should display the called. So in the very first answer, they have displayed it on the no path. They say the third one is going to be the no. But third one is actually going to be the yes. So here t less than 26. If it is yes, you are going to output called. So according to that, the correct answer is going to be the second one. People, did you got that? Right, great. Okay, then what is the answers? 31, 33, 34. Yeah, let's move. 31. Yeah, so they're asking about the loop and the selection. So in column Y, a given sequence of instruction, yeah, they're asking you to match the things, right? So A is loop, a given sequence of instruction is executed, a part of a program that operates automatically. And B is selection, a condition that is used to choose one out of two things, a programming technique that repeats a sequence of instruction until a specified condition is satisfied. In computer programming, which one of the following relationship is correct regarding the contents in column X of the table given, X and Y of the table given above? Yes. So loop, anyway, looping means a repetition. So A is going to go with S, a programming technique that repeats sequence of instructions until a specified condition is satisfied. Right? So repetition is goes with the loop. Selection, anyway, going to be with the R because it is a choose, a selection, a condition that is that used to choose one out of two things. So B is anyway going to go with R. Right? So they are asking what the correct one. So it's going to be the second one, obviously. A with S and B with R. So the second one is going to be your answer. If A with Q and S, a part of a program that operate automatically, no, it's we can't say it is operating automatically, right? We don't have any clue to say like that. And third one is wrong. B with P and R. Yeah, R is going to be with P, but a given sequence of instruction is executed. No, selection is clearly saying something to select upon a condition. B with Q and S, definitely S is going to be a wrong one, right? So therefore the second one is going to be the answer. Right, so the 31st is discussed and 33rd and 34th. 33rd. Yeah, 33rd is going to be out of syllabus as well as 34th as well as 35th. So 33rd, 34th and 35th, you can take all marks for that. All three questions are out of syllabus. 33, 34 and 35. Yeah, what we are left with. Yes. Someone has said 38. So let's go with the 38 as well. Which are not the following describe the software piracy? Yes. Now the software piracy means it's going to be in your last lesson. So like it's better you get to know about from this. Like software piracy means you are using a software illegally. All right, you are copying a software illegally and using it. Like when it comes to the piracy, using, copying, and distribution illegal of a licensed software is going to be described as software piracy. So අපි internet එකෙන් crack softwares download කරනවා කියලා කියන්නේ we are doing software piracy, right? Lot of Sri Lankans, including me as well, is a person who are participating with the software piracy. Like we just taking the setups and installing it, but actually it's not a legal thing, but it is not very much pressed inside the Sri Lanka, right? So in European countries, it is a crime, not a crime, actually an illegal thing, right? So you can take the very first answer. Copying a computer program illegally is going to be taken as software piracy. Right. So you people just calculate how many out of 40 that you are going to have taken as the correct ones. So let me know through the WhatsApp. Don't send it through the chat in the Zoom. Send me it as a separate message in WhatsApp so I can track down how the things are going on with you. Right? And we are moving to the second part. And again, before I move to the second part, any questions from the first part of 2009? Do you need any other question to be discussed? All right. So I'm moving to the second. So here are the answers for the first question. They are asking what are the things. Yeah, let me take my past book so I can read the answer. Yeah, as the first question, they are asking this two development in information and communication technology which make it easier for students to carry out their educational activities from home. Yeah, so like they say computer assisted learning, internet, CDs, DVDs, electronic learning. Other than this, you can say LMS, learning management systems, distant learning facilities, right? Those kind of things. If you got any alternative answers, just ask me. Yeah, let me see. Web-based training, yes, can be taken. Learning, it's better you say instead of training, it's better you say web-based learning or like web-based teaching, right? Then in this second one, so you are getting 2 marks for each part of the first question. That is a must, right? Aniwaren karanna ona part එක, right? So the any two of these things, they are just asking two developments. So any two or any something that you have written, if you've written two, you are going to have 2 marks, but be sure those are the correct ones, right? If it is not in this list, just ask me and confirm. And the second one is asking, write a security feature available in word processing package to protect document file. Yeah, use the password, and this is something extra, but I'll show you how to do that. Right? Let me take the word processing. Yeah, so like if I open a particular document, this is my document. Now, if you need to put a password to this particular document, you can go to file, and there is something called info, right? And inside info, it says protect document. So once you click this, it will ask how to protect it, right? So you can choose encrypt with password, right? Then you can give a password to them. Oh, no. Right? So once you are prompt with this, like the input box, you can type any password to that. So I'm typing 123 and saying okay. So they will ask the confirmation, and again I'm giving 123 and saying it okay. So it is protected. So if I close this, then it will ask to save it or not. So I'm telling to save it. You must say, you have to save that, right? Then let's open that again. So if I'm trying to open this EER model, it will ask me the password. So you have to give 123 and press OK. So then only it will get open, right? So if you need to get rid of the password, you have to do the same thing. Go for the info and protect document. Click protect document and encrypt with password, and you have to clear the password and press OK. And then be sure to save it. Otherwise, it won't change the password. Now you don't need the password to open it, right? So here I'm opening it. So it's just getting open, right? So the answer is the password for the second question, right? Ask for mommy. Ask for mommy. Right. So the third one, it is asking write two disadvantages of using faxes in communication. Yeah. So here they have said security and confidential issues, because fax can be seen when it is taking output, so anyone can receive that. Cannot send audio video data. Yes. Other than this, you can't attach files to the fax, right? And again, the security and confidential issue, yeah, regarding the speed, yes, less speed, right? They are asking the disadvantages, no? So you have to say like it is like slower communication, right? Yeah, less speedy, which is correct, Lalindi, right? And you can say many other things. You need a specific fax receiving device, like because it is a one specific device, like no, unlike the smartphones and the computers, you need a fax receiving machine. And again, you need papers to receive the fax. You cannot have a soft copy, right? Those can be taken as disadvantages, right? Yes, need constant maintenance. Yes, Lalindi, that's also correct. Yeah, in fourth part, they are asking what is the minimum number of keys required to represent the English alphabet, A to Z, A to Z in simple, digits, and 10 special characters. Now, the answer is going to be either 36 or 37, not just 37, because the question doesn't say it's need to be typed or it's need to be displayed on the monitor, like they are asking to represent the English alphabet in a computer keyboard. So like if you just think about the computer keyboard, you can see only 36 keys are sufficient, because A to Z you need 26 keys, and the simples will be come from the same keys, and 0 to 9 you need 10 keys, and the characters like the exclamation at hash on those things are on the numerical keys, right? So 26 plus 10, 36 keys are sufficient to represent these characters on the keyboard. And if it is going to display on a monitor or like type to get type on a monitor, you need 37 keys, because for the for the capital characters, you need the shift key to be pressed to type the capital characters. So on that aspect, you can say it is 37. And like thinking about just the keyboard, you can say it's 36. So either 36 or 37 is correct. Right, then it is asking why in the fifth part, why it is not advisable to place speakers very close to CRT monitor. Yeah, now the speakers contains magnets, right? So that magnetism is not good for the CRT monitors. It can like the effects or like have some influence on the cathode ray signal, right? Which is released from the gun. So I think you are not having any experience regarding this. Now, in our days, we were heavily using the CRT monitors and the speakers. It's like we can't place the speakers near to the monitor, and the monitor is going to dance. Like, yeah, the signals interfere with Nisa. It's not going to display things in the correct manner, right? So speakers contains strong magnetic, which affects magnetic or electric fields of the CRT monitors. That should be the answer. Yes. And Vihansa half duplex. Are you telling the answer for the fifth one, right? No, it's not the communication methods that going to be an answer for this duo. Fifth one, you can't say it is half duplex duo. It is the influence or the effects that is taken from the magnetic fields. Right. Okay, so moving forward for the third. Oh, hold on. All right, okay, we answer a half duplex facts. Disadvantage. Half duplex is little bit doubtful, Vihansa, because like we can't take that as a what a disadvantage near half duplex. Yeah, comparing to the full duplex, that can be taken, but I really doubt whether it is going to be a good answer. Yeah, it's like this, Dua. Like sometimes you may take correct for this answer, sometimes they may ignore it. It's better you go for the most obvious things, Dua. Right? Like security and confidentiality, right? The attachments, right? All these things, right? Yeah. Yeah. So continuing for the sixth one, state two advantages of flash memory over DVD rewritable. So there are many, right? It's compact, it has high capacity than the DVD rewritable, right? Like DVDs from like maximum it's going to be 5 GB. Flash drives we can take like what up to 1 TBs now, right? And it is portable. uh, DVD is also portable, but it is like more portable. Like if we are traveling a DVD, like we need a specific case or a pack to maintain the quality of that DVD, like to protect it from the dust and all these things. But a flash drive, we just clip it up and put it out pocket, and we can take it here and there, right? And low access time, and it is very durable, right? Because once the CD is getting rewritten many times, at some point it's going to saying you can't write it anymore, right? But it's not, pen drives and flash drives are not like that. And in my experience, I'm using a pen drive from 2006 now, right? Still I'm using it, like it is more than 14 years, right? Still it is working very fine, right? So those kind of things. If you got any alternative answers, you can ask, right? So I'm moving forward. So in the eighth question, they are in the seventh one. Sorry, in the seventh one, they are asking what is the purpose of having fan in the power supply unit of a desktop computer. So fan is there to cool things down, right? So like you have to say the maintain the temperature within the safety limits by removing the extra heat. Something which contains that idea, right? So you have to say it is removing the extra heat, right? Or to maintain the temperature in the optimal manner inside the desktop, right? And for the eighth part, you can take the marks for that, because in your graphic editing software, which is the GIM, we can't find that particular sign. So this is regarding the rotation. So you can have the marks for the eighth part, right? So you are having a 2 bonus marks for that. And in the ninth, they are asking what is the purpose of using remarks in a computer program. Now, remarks means the comments, right? Again, you are not being informed the word remarks. You can have the answer. You can have the marks for that particular question. And it's better you like get to know the remarks are also referred as the comments. Now we are like referring those things as comments. So comments are there to explain the things in the coding, right? Those are not going to be part of the code. Those are not, those will not get executed. Comments are not get executing. So you can use that to explain what happens inside the code. Like if you write something, then you can explain, okay, this is the thing that is done by this particular code, right? And someone who is referring it later will have a good idea when he or she is reading the code with the comments, right? So for the part 8 and 9, you can take the marks, right? So 4 bonus mark is given. And the very last one, environmentalists plan to test a lake for water pollution. State 2 advantages of using a computer to do this rather than doing it manually. Yeah. So like here they have said sample can be analyzed quickly and accurately. Decisions can be made quickly. Yes, because computer is having a high processing power and can be worked like very faster than a human brain when it comes to the analyzing part, right? But it's not like passing the human brain, not even in the near, but this calculation and analyzing part that can be done in very speedy manner, right? So doing it manually will takes time, and doing it using a computer will give you the chance to do the analyzing in a very fast way, right? So those should be the answers. So if you got any alternatives, just let me know. Okay, so moving to the second question. Is there anyone who has done the second question? So we can discuss. Right, great. So they are just asking about some, the question is about some like electronically documenting part regarding this, regarding the office and the work routine of someone. So they are just asking state 3 occasions on which Mrs. Salgado used ICT to carry out her work. So like here they have given the answers: preparing reports for the meeting, using email, sending SMS, right? So other than that, I remember like there was something else in her thing as well. It's like, yeah, the ATM machine, like having the transaction with the ATM machine. that is also the ICT related work, right? So you can have that as an answer. So you have to prepare 3 occasions, right? So you can have 3 marks for that, right? Then the second part is saying, name 3 application software that she can use to make her own work easy. Justify your selection. Yes. So email application software to communicate with customers and internal staff, word processing software to prepare and print reports, letters, and etc. Right? And database management system to maintain useful data of the organization that need to be accessed quickly. And with that, the first one can be taken as dealing with the database management system as an answer as well, right? So to this, uh, they're asking about the applications. Yes, these are the applications that you can go, right? And regarding the ATM system, you can say like the ATM system, which is helping her to withdraw and deposit the money, right? So that can also be taken as an answer, right? And in third part, if you got any three of these things, what I'm saying, you can have 3 marks, right? So the third part, it says, write 2 advantages of having an internet in such an office. So like you can have many advantages, like convenience of the communication, sharing of resources, right? Accessing some resources remotely, right? Have the access to the resources from anywhere in any, like here we can't say anywhere at any time. We can take at any time because she's going to access it from her particular office. So you have to say you can access the things at any time, right? So those kind of advantages, right? And again, you can say can be used facilities like file transfer protocols and like what the emails and all these things, right? Those will be the advantages too. And in the fourth one, they ask, can suggest 2 methods by which she can protect the valuable data stored in the hard disk. Yeah, so you can take backups, you can have secure passwords, right? And you can say the backing up, regarding the backing up, you can say the details can be stored in a separate flash drive or a pen drive, or things can be separate on stored in a CD or a DVD kind of a thing, or in a different drive inside your computer. So those are the backing up methods, right? And having the username and password will give the ability only for her to access her files, not to the others, right? And you can use the using of encryption methods as well, right, to protect things, right? So if you got any 2 of those, you can take 2 marks for that. So that's how the 10 marks is being generated, right? Yeah. So like capability to get some information through the www. Third part, yeah, can be taken, Himanadi. Yes. Right. Moving to the Excel question. So who has done the Excel question? Oh my God, you did draw those things. She colored, but unfortunately we don't have yellow. Oh my God, it's in the yellow. But this is green. Yeah, I'll find the yellow for you, right? Yeah, that's nice. Well done, huh? Well done. Yes, so regarding the Excel question, this is regarding some calculation regarding the salary of the people. So it is based on the working hours. So they are having a fixed amount of working hours, that is the regular working hours, and there are overtime period as well. So in the column C, they have provided the hours they have worked. In the column D, like actually the cell D3 specifies what is the amount of normal working hours per week, right? So rest will be the overtimes, right? So they are just asking as the very first one, state formula that should be written in cell E5, which is the OT rate, in order to calculate the rate of overtime, right? So then again, they say your formula should produce the value indicated in column E when it is copied to E6 to E10. So that means you are going to write the formula on E5, and using the fill handle, you are going to copy it. So your formula should be something related to that particular doing, right? So OT rate in the paragraph, like at the very last two lines, they says OT rate is calculated at 1/2 of the normal hourly rate. So that means the hourly rate is given in D column. So you have to take that particular or the relevant hourly rate and should be multiplied by 1.5, or should multiply it by 3 and then divided by 2, like the answer shows it to you, right? So if you got the correct formula, have the correction for that, like have the marks for that, right? Then in the second part, it says using cell references only, state the formula that should be written in cell F5. So F5 is containing 6, which gives you the OT hours, right? So uh, it says, yeah, so then they says this is going to be copied to the downwards as well. So how we are going to calculate the OT hours? Let me take the paper. Right now, you are going to calculate the OT hours, like subtracting the 40 from each and every component, right? So these components are going to change, or these cell references are going to change, while this particular 40 is not going to change, right? So to calculate 6, it should contain what? C5 should be equal C5 minus, since D3 one is not going to change, so you can write it either like $D $3, right? Or else you can say equals C5 minus $3, because it's the row header which is going to change when you are copying a formula along the column, right? So either the way is correct. So the marking scheme is giving you the same answer, equals C5 minus $D $3, or C5 minus $3. And for the third part, they're asking using cell references only, state the formula that should be written in cell G5. Yeah, G5 is the total pay of a particular person, right? In order to calculate the total payments. And again, they are saying these things are to be copied downwards on that column. So if you are calculating the total pay, right, your total pay is going to be what? The hourly rate. Let me clear this first. Right, so how we are going to calculate it? You are going to calculate hourly rate with 40 and the OT hours with OT rate, right? So that means this star placings together and this bold square are together, then you have to add those things up. So your formula is going to be equals D5 multiplied by, since you are going to multiply the 40 which is in the D3, it should be in the absolute manner. So it can be $D $3, or you can see the other way around, like equal D5 star $3. And this is not all, you have to add the calculation of 300 into 6. That means E5 into F5. And now there are no any absolute cell references, because for each and every employee you are going to multiply uh, the relevant OT rate with relevant OT hours, right? So these two are going to be your equations. In the marking scheme there is a mistake. In marking scheme they just showing the things in this manner. Let me show you. Yeah, so this should contains, instead of this D3 you should have $3 or $D3, right? So mark it correctly, right? It's going to be these formulas: D5 into $D3 plus E5 into F5, or D5 into D3 plus E5 into F5. Right. People, did you got that? Let me have the confirmation. Right, great. Okay, so the very last part, it is asking using cell references only, state the formula that should be written in cell G11. So which means the grand total, which is easy. So we are going to have the sum function equals sum G5 colon G10. So because the total pays are starting from G5 and goes until G10. So it is equal sum G5 colon G10, and marks are not given. If you write it like equals G5 plus G6 plus G7 plus G8 plus G9 plus G10, which is not a formula thing, right? It's just a hold on. They are just asking a formula. The formula that you yes, should have given the values to that as well. They are just talking about a formula. If they specifically said a function, you can only gain the marks only by writing the sum, right? But since they have said here formula word, you can use either the function or the formula, which means equals G5 plus G6 plus G7 plus G8 plus G10, right? Okay, so marks are going to be first two parts you are going to have, no, not first two parts. First one is going to have 2 marks, second is 3, third is 3, and the fourth is 2, right? So 2, 3, 3, 2 are going to be the marking allocation. Right. Anyone who has done the fourth one? Yeah. Okay. So we are going to go through that. Yeah. Let's do the hand tracing, so we will be able to catch up how the things are going to happen. Right. So it will start, and as we discussed, there should be a variable called x, and it should have a column, and x will contain 1. And then there will be a one called t, and t is also having 1. And for display column, we should have a display column as well. So it displays t, that means 1. Then it says x equals x plus 1. So x will become 2. Then t equals t plus x. That means 1 plus 2 become 3. And then the condition that they are asking is whether t is larger than 50. Right? So it is not. So you are going to display the t again. That means 3. And again, x is going to be incremented by 1, which is 3. T is going to added with the x, so it is 6. And then still the condition is false. So in the no path, so you are going to display 6. So the first 3 inputs is going to be 1, 3, and 6, right? As your marking scheme illustrates, right? And in here, we have to continue further because we can't take what we call a pattern inside this, because t is changing in a random manner, right? So then we displayed the t, which is 6, and we have to increment x by 1, so 4. Add in t with x, so which is 10. So displaying the t again, since the condition is still false, right? And increasing the x, so it will be 5. 10 plus 5 will be 15, and 15 will be shown. So likewise, x is going to be 6, this is going to be 21, and 21 will be shown, and this is going to be 7, this is going to be 28, and 28 will be shown, this is going to be 8, and this is going to be 36, and 36 will be shown, and this is going to be 9. Now you have to be very careful when you are saying it's 9, you are on this particular place, right? And 9 plus 36 is going to be 47, right? And still the condition is true or false. That means t is not larger than 50. So it goes again and displays 47. And x will be increased to 10. And this will become 57. That means you are on this particular place now. So then you are like arguing the argument. So it's going to be 57 larger than 50, which is years. So it's going to end. So your last 3 outputs are going to be these: 28, 36, and 47, right? So oh, hold on, did I made any mistake in the addition part? I think so. Where did I make the mistake? Did anyone? Yes, 45. Yes. My mistake is right over here. This is going to be 45. My mistake. So it's going to be 45 over here. Yeah. So then this will gives you 55. Still, it is larger than t, larger than 50. Yeah, so your last output is going to be 28, 36, and 45. Right, so if you got all 6 correct, take 6 marks for that. Right? And they're asking you to write down the pseudocode regarding the flow chart. This is going to be it. So begin, x equals 1 should be here. You can't see it properly. And t equal 1 is here. Either do while or you can use while as well. Right? That doesn't matter. Right? You can use while as well. So either do while or while. T less than or equal 50 will be a much better one, right? T less than or equal 50. Because why we are using this opposite one? Because our flow chart is flowing through the no path. So no path means when it comes to the while will only get executed upon the true conditions, right? So while එක ඇතුළට යන්නේ නැහැ, condition එක true නෙවෙයි නම්. So if you say t larger than 50 inside the while, so straight away the condition is going to be a false, right? In the while loop, right? So that is why we are having the opposite of it. Yes, you can use repeat until doer. That is what I was trying to show as the next one, right? So for that reason, you should have t less than 50. What is much appropriate is less than or equal 50, because the opposite of t larger than 50 is the t less than or equal 50. So it's better you practice on that manner. But still, the algorithm won't having any harm having this by having this condition. Then display t x equal x plus 1, t equals t plus x. That is the order of the flow chart, how the things are happen. So the very first the condition will be there, and this is going to be 1, this is going to be the second statement, and this is going to be the third statement in your pseudocode, right? So then end while must be there and end can be there, right? If you write in this from repeat until, so the same thing goes on the repeat until for these 3 lines, and here you can find repeat, and the very same things can be there, and until then the condition comes. So here you can use the very original condition which you can find in the flow chart, which means t larger than 50, right? Then n will be there. There is no any n repeat or anything, right? The only place where it goes to change when you are using repeat until is this repeat word and the until condition. That's all that you are going to change. Right, and in the third question, they are asking whether you can change this flow chart to have this particular sequence, which is 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, and 49, where you can see those are the squares of the numbers, right? Square of 1 is 1, square of 2 is 4, square of 3 is 9. So instead of having x equals x plus 1 in your flow chart, sorry, t equals t plus x in your flow chart. Okay, that's nice. Yes, you are very nice. Right, so you can have t equals x into x. That means when x is 1, it will generate 1 into 1, which is 1. When x is 2, it will generate 2 into 2, this is 4. When x is 3, it will generate 3 into 3, this is 9. So you can change this particular thing, only that particular thing, or else you have to change x equals x plus 1 statement into x equal x plus 2. It will gives you the very same thing, right? But that, of course, we have to calculate and see whether this thing is going to be a correct one. But t equals x into x is a direct one. We can understand, okay, it's going to produce us the square, right? So marks are going to be 6 for the first part, and 2 for the second part, and another 2 for the third part, right? So 6, 2, and 2. Right. Yes. So since the time is 8:40, yes, like the fifth question is about the last lesson. So let's discuss that 2 particular questions on the next week, right? And we'll sum up the things right now since it is 8:40. So people, please do the 2018 paper as the next paper, right? If you have go for the 2010, just finish it up. Like don't like maga natara wenna epa, right? So just finish the 2010 and start the 2018. Anyway, I'm going to discuss 2009 last 2 questions plus 2018 paper. And once you've done the 2018, it's better you send me the incorrect MCQ answers. Mark it by yourself and send me the incorrect answers so I can have the chart and we can straight away start the paper discussion. when we start the class. Right. So thank you very much for today, people. So I'm going to end the lesson from this point, right? So we are due to discuss other two questions, which we will be discussing on next week, right? Okay. Thank you very much. Have a nice weekend, people. Thank you. Bye bye.